guys, it's TBGP, and today I'm talking about something Sims related. So recently EA has announced their new expansion pack for The Sims 4, which is Businesses Hobbies. And I want to talk about it for a second because there's something that straight up bothers me about this. So from what I've seen, people are split on this expansion pack in general. Some people are like, oh wow, this is garbage. And some people are like, finally, we're getting this and that in there. But I'm on the side of, I hate The Sims 4. So this expansion pack goes into the same direction as most of the things related to The Sims 4. Besides the fact this is like the 94th expansion pack for The Sims 4. Well, you know, DLC for The Sims 4. And the 18th expansion pack. It's a wild thing to say for a game that barely freaking works. But okay, you know, whatever. So it's about business and hobbies. You can open small businesses. You can live in your businesses and open them and stuff like that. Honestly, you can live in the walls of your grocery store now if you wanted to. But my issue with this is that then they do something like that for Get the Work. I think you have to have a separate lot. But in Get the Work, you had businesses. You could open a business. So, what the freak? What's that about? Anyway, you know, we just ignore all the first expansion packs because, you know, who the freak needs that? And hobbies is a questionable thing because it looks like they're only adding 2. From what I'm reading and looking, it looks like there's only 2 hobbies, which is tattooing and pottery. What is that? First, tattooing is not a hobby. Do not ask me. If tattoo's a hobby, then so is construction work. I'm just saying. These aren't hobbies. Tattooing is literally a career because you have to work so hard to actually be able to become a tattoo artist and get a decent reputation. Especially if you're not trash. You have to get a decent reputation and then you have to be an actual tattoo artist. You have to work for other tattoo artists. That junk is a career. Not to mention you have to know how to at least draw. So that, once again, career. I don't care what you say, it's a career. First of all, they didn't add anything new. That's not a hobby. That's a career. And pottery is definitely a hobby. But why didn't they add any other hobbies? Oh wait, they have most of their hobbies actually in their game already? Wild! You mean nifty knitting exists and people don't freaking remember that's a thing? As well as jewelry making, which was in the Crystal Creations thing. So 2 hobbies that you can't use, but you act like you can't add in sewing. Sewing is an actual hobby that I'm currently taking up. Baking is in the base game, so we can't say much about that. But literally, there's other hobbies besides that. I'm sure there's some other obscure hobbies. Like, I'm pretty sure there's a video game skill in one of the thing. Oh, and apparently they had cross stitch as well, but that was, guess what, in a different expansion pack. Then you have all the some of the stuff from eco living, which can be considered a hobby, as well as so many other expansion pack like things that doesn't make any sense. They could have added winemaking as a hobby. Some people do that. Beer making, that's a freaking hobby. But no, they're of course not going to do that. Photography can be a hobby for some people, but that's in the base game. There's a lot of things that are technically hobbies that they're just not going to add into the game. Like mechanical skills. Bro, this is the perfect time for them to add in cars, honestly. You think I'm lying? No, it is perfect for them adding cars because then you could use that as a hobby that people work on cars for a hobby, you know? There's that. Honestly, there's so many hobbies. Crafting, arts and crafts and stuff. Hobby. But of course they have expansion packs that have something to do with some of that. So, you know, you're not going to really get anything from that. So yeah, no, there's a lot of hobbies they're absolutely missing. Like, first of all, you could have added more instruments. Instruments are a lot of people's hobby, but of course, they're not going to do that because from the way it looks, they're not doing that. And what is this anyway? I got better things to do. But my main issue with this expansion pack is that what a lot of people are saying that is basically my first pet stuff, but for multiple other expansion packs, as well as it being a DLC for DLC, since the 90% of the skills are already locked behind a different DLC pack. I agree. This is kind of stupid because I'm thinking of stuff like Ambitions from The Sims 3, where of course Get the Work was supposed to be their version of the Ambitions, but Ambitions had so much stuff. Fashion design was literally one of the things in Ambitions, as well as being a stylist. You literally had things like that connected to the art skill, and then there's just other stuff that you could do from just a bunch of stuff. So I'm thinking Ambitions, But obviously this isn't Ambitions, and this is just a really weird way of releasing another expansion pack for The Sims 4. That's nothing, literally nothing. I'm sorry to tell people, but a lot of people who are going to buy these expansion packs are just money wasters, and I don't care. People are like, don't complain about what people do with their money. I genuinely don't care. Y'all are money wasters. I'm not gonna lie. You guys moan and groan and complain about this game only to spend another $40 on another expansion pack, and genuinely, I don't care anymore. This game is gonna keep giving you mid-tier / low quality stuff no matter what, and this is a prime example. I don't care how nice or well this expansion pack may work, but we said that about all the other expansion packs, and they still break the game, so it doesn't matter. This is a game that has nearly 100 goddamn DLCs. Of course this expansion pack's not going to properly work. And I can't be the only one that thinks they're releasing more and more expansion packs way closer together than I remember them doing. Because last year was like in 3 months of each other. You had to spend $80 last year on expansion packs, like within 2 months of each other. If you're like $80, they're $40 each. Obviously $80. This chunk's $40, and they're gonna release even more kits. And I'm just like, okay, anyway, I have better things to do. But no, I think this expansion pack is genuinely questionable and genuinely a waste of time, in my personal opinion. I see people fighting, being like, oh, you're mad about them having pack integration. That's another thing. Pack integration. When it comes to the pack integration issue that I've seen people complaining about, bro, ain't nobody complaining about the fact that this is a actual pack that's integrating with other packs. People are complaining about the fact that you need all these other packs just to have more hobbies and skills in your freaking game. Like, first of all, like I said, adding 2 new hobbies is wild for a pack revolving, a $40 pack revolving around hobbies. And also, people making the excuse that, oh, Fortnite costs you so much for a goddamn skin and all this kind of stuff. Ain't nobody said that ain't predatory as well. But the Sims teams, they just give you even less than they used to. The problem is that unlike Fortnite and all that garbage that has microtransactions, you don't really have anything to compare that to. Even though I personally still think it's a scam to buy microtransactions in any games, in The Sims, you used to get mostly quality expansion packs. From The Sims 1, 2, and 3, most of these expansion packs were decent quality. And The Sims 4, honestly, none of their expansion packs have ever been very decent quality. They've always been lacking. There were some that were better than others, but most of their expansion packs lack a lot of, like, actual content. And not to mention, it just bloats the game. So, in the ending, that's a big complaint. And $40 is still wild for a goddamn expansion pack. Like, I cannot regularly spend $40 on an expansion pack. Not to mention then spending $30 on a game pack, and then spending $10 on a stuff pack, and then spending $5 on like 3 kits that come out all the time at the same time. $15 for kids. Like, I don't have money to be wasting like that. And honestly, I don't think anyone should waste money like that. Even if you had the money to do it, don't waste it on that. Please buy something else. Do not buy this. Please get a different hobby. I'm begging you. But anyway, those are my complaints. It sounded like a rant and rambling, because it was. I just wanted to talk about this. I think it's freaking stupid. I find this expansion pack is literally a scam, and people are just gonna keep getting scammed by EA. Honestly, y'all deserve it. If your games end up breaking, you deserve it. You know what happens. You guys keep paying EA money to keep making these expansion packs, and, well, that's your problem, really. I'm not trying. No, actually, I am trying to be mean, because some of you guys are actually stupid. Wasting money on this game is literally just questionable as a whole. Electronic Arts will never personally care about you or what you want in the game. They're going to keep releasing lackluster versions of things that you wanted in the game. So yeah, that's it. I don't know what else to say. Yeah, so if you disagree with me, go ahead and tell me in the comments. I'm sure it would be an interesting read. As well as if you have any other opinions, tell me, why do you think this expansion pack is going to do well or do bad, I guess. I don't know. Just comment, I guess. Yeah, with that much said, thank you guys so much for watching. This was TBGP. I am done ranting for now. I will see you lot next time, and bye-bye.